Hello dear students. Today we are pursuing same chapter, that is more on HTML. In our previous class we have discussed CSS, its syntax, and how can we apply different methods of CSS and background properties of CSS. Now today we are going to start topic text properties. How can we apply text properties in CSS? Okay. Now what are the text properties? Text properties are used to make the text more attractive, or with this we can change the indentation, color, spacing and so on. Okay. For this we have some text properties. Let's see. First one is color. It is used to change the color of text color. In this we can take the color name and color code in form of values. Let's see example. We have to write the property color, then give the value red, then semicolon. Okay. Before this, firstly clear the syntax of CSS. You can see my video. Based on that, then it will be clear to you, right? Now next is line height. It is used to set the distance between the line of the text, or with this we can take in this we can take value in form of numeric length and in the percentage. And next is letter spacing. It is used to, as from name we can understand, letter means character, or we can set spacing between the characters of the text. Okay. With this, in this we can give a value, we can take value in form of length, or we are taking property. Let's see example. Letter spacing is the property, then we can take value normal, or we can take any value in form of pixels. Now next is text align. It is used to align the text, or we can take any value like left alignment, right, center or justify. Okay. Then text decoration. With this it is used to underline, strike or strike through effect to the text. Okay. With this we can in this we can give value like underline, overline, line through to the text. Now underline means putting line in under the text, and overline means putting line in front of the text. Okay. Now next is text indent. It is used to indent the first line of the text. Now what is the meaning of indent? Indentation is the spacing providing to the beginning of the text line or the paragraph. Okay. Spacing that we provide to the beginning of the text line or the paragraph. In this we can take value in form of length and percentage. Okay. Next is text transform. It is used to transform the text into different cases. In this we can take value capitalize, uppercase and lowercase. Now let's clarify this with the help of practical. I am opening text properties. Now see, as we know, we have to apply the CSS style under the style tag. Okay. Style is equal to this one. Now firstly I am giving property color, then colon, then give the any value red, then semicolon. This is the syntax of the CSS. Now this is our first property. Then I am giving second text indent. I want to set the indent, means line spacing, first line spacing of the paragraph, and then semicolon. Then I am giving text indent in form of percentage, then semicolon. Okay. This is my heading first, then close of the inverted commas. This is the start of the inverted commas, and this is the close of the inverted commas. Okay. This is our first heading. Then in H2 I am giving property text decoration. Okay. Text decoration, and we can take any value like line through, overline, underline. In this I am taking line through. Okay, next is, now I am applying some properties in this. I am taking property line height, and colon, giving value any, you can give any value. For example, I am giving 3.6, then semicolon, and next I am giving text transform, text transform, then I am taking semicolon, and you can take any value like uppercase, lowercase. I am taking capitalize. Through capitalize, first letter of each word become capital. Okay, now close the inverted commas. Okay, this is the coding. Now I run this coding. Firstly save, run this. I am taking text properties. Now see, what will happen. See, in H2 style, this is inverted comma. We forget to close the inverted commas. Always remember, when we start the inverted commas, and then we have to close that commas. Now save and refresh this. Let's see. Okay, this is our heading first. On heading first, we are giving indentation 30%. That's why coming like that. Then next, line through. Line through means lines appear to the front of the text. Then next is, we are giving line height 3.6, and this is the capitalized. See, capitalized, first letter of each word become capital. Okay, now for example, I am changing here. I am taking now overline. Okay, okay, I am changing the text indentation. Let's take 50%. Now here I am taking uppercase. Now see what happened. Save this, then I am going to refresh this. See, this is indentation, this is the spacing, first spacing of the first line of the paragraph. Okay, 50%. Now this is overline, lines appear to the upper part of the heading, and this is the uppercase. Okay, this is the text properties of the CSS. Now next is font properties. Now what are the font properties? Font properties are used to set the font family, size, style of the text. In this we can give any font family like Times New Roman, Calibri, etc. Now let's take different properties. First one is font family. With this we can set the font family of the text. In this we have to give any font family name, okay, as a value. Now font size, it is used to specify the font size of the text. We can take any value like small, x small, large, x large. Okay, next is font style. It is used to set the style of the font. Okay, in this we can take normal value, italic or bold value. Okay, it is used to set the style. Next is font variant, specifies whether or not a text should be displayed in a small caps font. It is used to specify the which text case to be applied. Okay, in this we can assign value normal or small caps. Now next is font weight. It is used to set the weight of the font. We can give value like normal, bold, bolder and lighter. Let's see practical example. I am opening this font properties. Now firstly we are applying in H1. I am writing style is equal to, then colon, then font family. then colon takes any value. I am taking value Times New Roman. Okay, then closing this with the semicolon. Then apply another property. I am applying font style. Let's apply font style is take any style like italic, normal, bold. I am taking italic style. Now close the inverted commas. Okay, now in next, in H2 take any style, inverted commas. I am taking font variant, then colon. You can take value normal or small caps. I am taking small caps, then semicolon, then close this with the help of inverted commas. Close the inverted commas. Then next, in H2 again I am taking, now in this I am taking text transform. I am taking this so that you can clear the difference between small caps and uppercase. There is a little bit difference between these small cap and uppercase. That's why I am taking this text transform property here. Close inverted commas. Next, I am taking style is equal to inverted comma. I am taking property font weight. Last property is font weight. Okay, I am taking font weight, then colon. You can take any value. I am bolder, lighter. I am taking bolder, then semicolon, then close the inverted commas. Then save this file. Let's run. This is font properties 1. I am running this. See, first heading is in Times New Roman, okay, and style is italic, okay, and see the second heading, font variant. Now see this one, lower cases are changed to lower cases, letters are changed to upper cases, but there are little bit difference. But these font small k caps letters are little bit smaller than the uppercase. Okay, see in third line we have taken uppercase. See the difference. Small caps are little bit smaller than the uppercase. These are the difference between font variant and text transform. In font variant, the letters are changed to uppercase, but they are little bit smaller than the uppercase. Okay, there is a little bit difference. That's why I have taken this uppercase. Okay, then in at fourth heading, fourth, we have applied font weight bolder. Okay, this is now this is the how can we apply text properties and font properties. Okay, thank you.